Today, June 13, at the last hour at 3:37 p.m., we detected these 3,944 unusual options on Apple that were more meaningful than the other 5,300 of these on earlier in the day. So in this video, we're going to explain why these were not as meaningful as the ones that were done at the last hour here. As you can see also, Apple has last week made a all-time high of 184.95. So will this momentum continue to carry Apple higher, or will it pull back? Because you can see here that today Apple was actually down when the overall market was actually up. And so that's why you have a hollow red candle, and also just the fact that it's red, it's down. So that is quite unusual for Apple if the entire market was up. So could this mean that Apple could be pulling back? So let's take a look at these unusual options to give us a little bit more clues as to where Apple could be going by following what these large investors and traders are doing. So we'll start with this big one here. These 5,300 was actually, if you add up the call side here, it's actually then 10,600. Same with the put side here, 10,600 on the put side. This is for the July 21s, okay? And so when we take a look at the July 21s, these expire in 38 days. And these 180 strikes are over here. You'll see that because the open interest here is much greater than 10,600. Same with on the call side here with 42,000 open interest. This is all greater than 10,600, and that's why these unusual options are not that meaningful, because it doesn't really tell us whether or not this is opening or closing orders. We don't know that for certain until we get more data to analyze. And so if you are interested in that, you could join our membership to find out more as we get more data. And when we are more certain, then we would make videos about that. And so that's why this is not as significant. And so when we look at this 3,944 at the last hour, we think this is more significant. Okay, and this is why. So June 16, 185 strike calls, and June 23, 185 strike calls. Now when we take a look at the June 16th, this expires in 3 days. And when we look at this 185 here, you'll notice that this is a very interesting here, that open interest was 119,000 and the volume was 118,000. Just the numbers are very close, just off by about less than 1,000. We think what is happening here is they're closing out this 185 strike calls, right? This is being closed to sell to close, so it is gone because it's expiring soon. And what they're doing is now they're going to the June 23s, 10 days out, and buying the 185 strike calls to open. You'll see here the volume is much greater here than the open interest here. Okay, and so now they're just buying the 185 strike calls, and this trade, as you can see, is bullish because 185, as this price goes up, this will become more profitable. And you'll see also from the Greeks that because we have a positive delta, this is bullish, right? Now keep in mind that this is a negative theta trade. We don't necessarily will be doing this same exact trade. And so if you are interested in our trades, again, that is also available in our exclusive videos offered to our members. And so if you are interested in that, as well as other stocks as well, to diversify your portfolio and not only trade Apple, then you can consider joining our membership, where we provide additional videos on other stocks with a unusual options activity. And so you can trade or invest based on this additional strategy as well, which has a higher probability of success. Okay, as usual, please smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell icon, and you'll be notified whenever we upload new content, new unusual options activity that we detect. Thank you, and have a good evening.